It's happening. We are live on Backchannel. What is up, everybody? My name is Hal Rudnick. You can call me your pal Hal. I am your pal Hal. This is the Your Pal Hal show on Backchannel. And we're very excited to be here with you today. We got a big show. Oh my god, what a show we have in store for you. We've got some news, pop culture, trending topics, goofs, gags, nonsense, shenanigans, hijinks. Oh, you better believe it. You better believe it. You know what? Some would say we've got too much show. Big show. Good times coming your way starting 2 minutes ago. Folks, it's 11:02 in the AM right here on the West Coast in the home office, Los Angeles, California, in the green void. It's 20 oh now it's 03. It's 2:03 on the East Coast. We're going to be taking you right up till the 4 o'clock hour. We're going to be with you till for 2 hours today, till 1 p.m. here on the West Coast, 4 p.m. here on the East Coast. I know how time zones work. It's 1:03 in Omaha, Nebraska. Going to be with you till 3 p.m. in Nebraska. And it's 7:03 in the home of Big Ben and Boris Johnson. Jolly old England, 7:03, taking you up till 9 bells, 9 p.m. in jolly old England. And I'm excited to be here with you. And I would love for you to participate in the show today. Talk to us. Let us know what you're up to. Let us know what you got going on. Are you working from home? Are you just doing nothing today? Are you just eating snacks? Are you just sitting at home having a good cry? Let us be the soundtrack to your tears. Whatever you're doing, I want you to let us know. And I would hope that you chime in on any or all of the topics that we discussed today. So you do that a couple of different ways. If you are listening to us on your at-home smart device, go ahead and get your smart device's attention, use the magic word say, and then you could throw in anything after that. So smart device, say, I am sitting at home having a good cry. Smart device, say, I'm working at home. I'm working from home. Thanks for keeping me company. Or smart device, say, I'm staring into the endless void, contemplating existence. That's great. That's great. We all got to do that once in a while. Or you can chat with us on YouTube. If you're hanging out with us on YouTube, go ahead and chit-chat with us there. Or go to backchannel.tv, backchannel.tv, and chat with us, and or leave us a little review of the show, okay? And you can leave us a review that says, Hal, please stop talking about staring into the endless void. Or, Hal, please talk more about that quote-unquote endless void. Or, Hal, you talk about the endless void just the right amount, just the perfect amount. And I appreciate you taking part of your day to hang out right here on Backchannel. Big news. I gave myself a haircut last night. It's something I had done before in the pandemic. It's a little uneven here and there, but it gets the job done. I like a little, just a little devil may care up top, a little buzzed around the sides, party in the business in the front, party in the back. You know the story. But we got these over the pandemic. My wife and I, we have dogs. We had 3. One of them lives in heaven above now. She was a good girl, Millie. So we have 2 dogs now. But we couldn't go to the groomers because everything was shut down in the world. These clippers to groom the dogs ourselves, which that happened with various results, various levels of success. And I have now we have a mobile groomer that we bring home, comes by in a van, takes good care of the pups. And those clippers are my own private haircutting tool. So I'll put like a guard on and just like go around the sides and around the back. Usually I'll mess up the back pretty good, and I'll ask my wife to come and just make sense of what happened back there. Like I said, business in the front, party in the back, and that party in the back, it's a wild party. Someone had too much of a good time back there. Excuse me. And then I will just like a combination of clippers, just like holding like an inch of hair or a couple of centimeters with the clippers, or just take little scissors, and so here's the result. And gotta say, who's this handsome fella on the screen? My goodness. It's all right. I'd give myself a solid B. If you want to Yelp review my haircut, or if you want to comment on the quality or lack thereof of my hair, please go ahead. And also, I would like to welcome in a good friend of the show, someone who really makes it happen, and he is our, the light, the guiding light on this journey. Please welcome producer Travis. Producer Travis, hello.
Hello.
All right. So, producer Travis, I just clicked it on myself, by the way, what we were talking about, and then it went on. So, how do you like that?
Good.
There you go. So, Travis, what's going on your end? How are things down by the airport?
Busy. I'm busy. I can't even begin to describe. No, I could pretty easily describe how busy I am, but that'd be boring and take too much time. I got a lot of plates, a lot of irons in the fire.
Yeah, like people, like you were saying earlier, that yesterday or the day before, that you the chickens are coming home to roost right now. You made a lot of commitments and promises to people, and now they're coming to collect. Hey, yeah. Knock knock. What's up, laughing boy? You made a promise.
Yeah. If this were many other situations, I'd be worried about my kneecaps. Luckily, none of these commitments involve money to dangerous people. They're just me and my time and stuff I got to turn around. So that actually brought up a question I was going to ask. You're a busy guy. You go gig to gig. You fly around doing this and that. When you have those weeks, that like fortnight period or whatever, where you just got the calendar's dripping, it's being weighed down. Oh yeah. How do you handle it? What do you do?
You got to remember one thing, that it's better to be busy than to be completely idle, and it's a good feeling. You got to ride that wave and enjoy it. And then this is dumb, and I hate to but it's not dumb. It's like you think about someone like The Rock. Or even someone, I'm not even like a fan of this guy, but I have a respect for him. Like someone like Ryan Seacrest, who is an executive producer, a radio host, a TV host, a nighttime talent show host, and like that guy must have to go from gig to gig. And when you do so, when we do this show. Like I'm beat afterwards, just like a little mentally drained from trying to give it my all. And then it's like, but you gotta rally and keep it up. And then you also so you think about, like, people can do this. It's good to be busy. And then I also think about what recharges me. Like when I get to, so lots of this, like all day. And yeah, there you go. And yeah, we've talked coffee before on this show. I have, like, got the IV and from the moment I wake up. And then also incorporating things that charge your battery, exercise and meditation. So it's a combination of being appreciative, having gratitude for being busy, knowing that, oh, there are people that do it. Oh, and then not even, Ryan Seacrest is like, that's so silly compared to thinking about a single mom that has to work 2 jobs or something. It's like, jeepers creepers. Yeah, everybody wants, a little downtime. Everybody wants to, binge watch programs. But sometimes you just got to tick boxes. Sometimes you got to take out that to-do list and tick those boxes one after another and love it. So, yeah, there's my pep talk.
I appreciate that. And I think outside of feeling very motivated, I think the biggest operative thing I can do now is actually make a to-do list. I'm still in that stage where everything's kind of swimming around. You ever have that? You're like, I got a bunch of stuff to do.
I do. And oftentimes it doesn't become real, or I don't get the job done until I actually put it in the calendar on my phone. Oh, there's Millie, by the way. And R.I.P. Millie. And yeah, so until I put it in the calendar on my phone, and I'm like, I'm actually doing that today. Like that form that I had to get filled out and return for this obligation, or make it tangible. Make those tokens fungible.
Darn it.
I was watching. Mom's. Yes, Mom's in the outhouse. I'm in the house. Yippee! Yes, Mom. Listen. We were talking about getting stuff done. I know my mom. She's got some jobs to do, and she. I think she got a shout out to my mom. A big job done. Got a big job done. So good for her. And yeah.
Right on.
Deborah Rudnick in the house. Let's see, any folks? Angel joined the stream. Angel, welcome to the party. We got 3 in New York State. Donacha in Romania. Romania in the house. Danil in Florida. Verona in New Hampshire. And Deborah McIntosh in California. Very nice. Travis, I wish you, very nice, mother. Wish you luck with all of your obligations.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
And any other news?
Let's see what's going on in my world. I can talk for a second here, and
yeah.
Let me conjure some news.
Check my audio here real quick.
So, as soon as you have to start speaking, everything falls away. No, I'm excited to, as much as I am busy, there are exciting things. I mentioned yesterday I'm helping a good friend out with his proposal. I think part of it is just the anxiety around not wanting to mess that up. I've got a session on Saturday where I'm recording multi-track drums for the first time in a long time, and also the anxiety of not wanting to mess that up because it's like part of a rental thing and this da-da-da-da. And then in the meantime, there's still the regular stuff. So it's just, it all becomes this mass. And I am excited, though, for these big events. Like in February, I've got this weekend recording thing I got to go do. And then there's going to be a show in the backyard here. And
my goodness.
Isolated
a music show?
Event. Yeah.
How's my sound, by the way, Travis?
I think we're good.
Yeah, check.
To pull behind the
mid-show sound check.
I think it might still be the.
I checked the audio.
Yeah, and it's coming in through that USB.
Is this better? Is this better?
Huh. For anyone who is wondering what's going on, we're just making sure that...
Oh, and at the top, we have the... for some reason, it says The Drive Mario Smith.
Oh, not on my end.
Oh, for me it does. Grass Puddle says Mike doesn't sound great to me, but maybe my Wi-Fi. My mom says sounds good.
Everything's been wonky today. Chat's been a little screwy too. This is a nuts
you
and
know
bolts
what?
day.
Listen, I'm taking what I'm given because I'm working for a living.
Exactly. I tell you what, if you want, I'd be more than happy to hold down the fort for a sec. If you want to come out and come back in like that one time, I'm not sure if that's gonna fix it.
I mean, I'd rather not leave the show.
Yeah.
So
please don't leave the show.
Yeah, but it sounds a little off, does it?
Little Bluetoothy was the feedback I'm getting.
Huh. My mom says I could be a little louder. How about now? Any?
Yeah, it sounds about the same. This is where what a weird thing. I have a question.
Oh boy, this is good content.
We're gonna do some
here.
live tech support here. This is gonna be for anybody who owns a Macintosh computer.
This is some.
Up in the top right of your screen.
I think I got it.
Yeah, you think you got it?
Is that better?
I think. Goodness, I can't even tell. That's so. Now I've gone sound blind. Let me get a little bit more. Something sounds a little bit different there. Yeah. I could.
How about now?
I think that's more it.
Yeah, I changed a little something. You know what?
There we go.
Oh, my mom says now good.
Sounded better than the
yes,
first
better.
One.
Okay. I you know what? I'm going to take you know what? At the end of the day, listen to your mom.
Yeah.
Thank you for bearing with that, everybody. Oh my goodness, what a ride. What a journey. What a yeah. But up at the top, it does say the wrong show title here, The Drive with Mario Smith. And listen,
I promise to you that on YouTube itself, we're broadcasting correctly.
You know what? There's worse things than to be mistaken for the wonderful and talented Mario Smith.
Oh, absolutely. Have you checked out that? It's got a good. They got a good thing going there. I like that show.
Oh yeah, I mean, the guy's an experienced broadcaster. No shortage of thoughts and opinions. And I absolutely enjoy. Also, I like some of the bells and whistles they've added to the show.
Graphics.
Absolutely sing the praises of Mario Smith. And I encourage everyone to stick around after the shenanigans of the Your Pal Hal show for more fun and interesting, thoughtful content from Mario Smith in The Drive with Mario Smith coming up at 1 p.m. on the West Coast and 4 p.m. on the East Coast. Mario Smith will take you through the afternoon. Travis, all right, we've hemmed and hawed. We've had some little glitches. It's been what a first 20 minutes of the show. I think it's time to wade into the Twitterverse, the Twitter sphere. Every day we jump in and check out trending topics on Twitter. There we go. Let's do this. All right, Twitter trends. Thank you, Travis. One of the better Chiron guys I've ever encountered. Some might say best Chiron guy in the biz. So, trending topics. Okay, so one thing that popped up yesterday that I just wanted to touch on today, the Baseball Hall of Fame. It used to be a much bigger deal. Baseball, there aren't as many baseball fans, I guess, as there used to be. But every year, the baseball writers vote on who should get in the Hall of Fame. And we have entered an interesting zone when it comes to the voting because all of the best players from the steroid era are on the ballot. And for those that didn't happen, for those that don't know the story there, again, players were taking performance-enhancing drugs at quite a clip, and then they were going out there and just smashing records, just crushing baseballs, just throwing baseballs at unprecedented rates, compiling statistics, elongating their careers, and putting up these numbers that are like, oh my goodness, these numbers are mind-boggling, eye-popping numbers. But then it all came out about players doing steroids, players doing human growth hormones, testosterone, and now these players they're retiring, and after you retire 5 years later, you're eligible for the Hall of Fame, and players that have been implicated in steroids are not getting voted in, even though their numbers are insane. But then there's another conundrum there, because some of the players who did the illegal for baseball performance-enhancing drugs, there's an issue because many of them would have been Hall of Fame worthy without the drugs. Like, let's talk about the two main guys, Barry Bonds, the all-time home run leader, I believe the single-season home run leader with a 73 or so, and Barry Bonds was on a trajectory to be a Hall of Fame ball player without the steroids. But then he has to go and cheat, and now he hasn't been voted in to the Hall of Fame. And same with Roger Clemens. Roger Clemens was on this trajectory, and then he came out and reports that he did steroids, elongated, enhanced his career, and now he's not getting voted in. Whereas these guys would have been in. Like, they had the career numbers, and they were excellent before they became freaks of nature. Like Barry Bonds, his prodigious achievements post when we think he began using steroids. Oh, just hard to believe. So personally, I think you got to let these guys in. They were already so good, and then maybe you mention on their plaque, because there are not good people in the Hall of Fame already. There are people who used performance-enhancing drugs back in the 60s, 70s, 80s. Players used to take amphetamines. They used to, before the game, it's documented, and there's a really good book from like the early 70s called Ball 4 by written by a Major League pitcher, Jim Bouton, that spills the tea about all the crap that went on in baseball. He really pulled back the curtain. Kobe, I want to welcome him to the party. Kobe, thank you for being here. Doctor in Minnesota, thank you for... It's always nice to have a doctor in the house, and I really enjoy the great state of Minnesota. I've been to Minneapolis many times. Beautiful city. Thank you for being here, Doctor. Hope you're keeping warm up there in chilly, the Great White North, Minnesota. So, yeah, I would say, there's been all kinds of cheating, and then there are bad dudes in the Hall of Fame, like Ty Cobb, and just there are stories after stories of just like players who were, racist, or players who were just real no bueno in their personal lives. So, yeah, it's it's a little bit of a messed up situation because these guys hold the records. They have the best numbers statistically, but they're not getting in the Hall of Fame. And somehow you gotta rectify that. Push is gonna have to come to shove. But we did get one player receiving this honor, highest honor in baseball, the Hall of Fame, and David Ortiz, Big Papi, David Ortiz, making it into the Hall of Fame. And he's a Red Sox legend, and he won multiple World Series, and also played briefly for a team I root for. I mentioned Doctor in Minnesota. I am a Minnesota Twins fan, and David Ortiz started out with the Minnesota Twins. And long-time Red Sox player David Ortiz inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. David Ortiz was elected to the National Baseball Hall of Fame on Tuesday evening. If you want to scroll up a little bit there, please. Thank you. Making him the fourth player from the Dominican Republic to be inducted. Ortiz was elected with a 77.9% vote in his first year of eligibility. Notable players not inducted in their first year of eligibility included Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, and Curt Schilling. I'll get back to Curt Schilling in a moment. Players are elected by eligible members of the Baseball Writers Association of America and must be named on 75% of ballots in order to receive a spot in the Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York. Keep it here for the latest. Curt Schilling, what a piece of crap. Just not a good guy. And there are Republicans, there are conservatives, and then there's Curt Schilling. He's really homophobe, transphobic, and espouses just a lot of hate, and so much so it affects the way people view this man. Great on the field, trash off the field. So that's really unfortunate. And it's, I don't know, some people say, oh, well, what you do off the field shouldn't affect, but that's an interesting conundrum. Travis, what's going on?
Small but important note. Bonds, Clemmer, and Schilling, this is their last year of eligibility, so they will no longer be able to be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, then, not exactly. So it's the last year this way, but then they move on, and they can still get voted in by the Veterans Committee.
Oh, okay.
There are different levels, and it happens, like there are some players that are that after this window of eligibility ends, there's still other side doors in to the Hall of Fame.
Well, that's at least there's that for Bonds and Clemens, because a point I heard made, I think yesterday on some podcast, was, look, if there are players from a pre-integrated league in the Hall of Fame, the competition advantage there was not as much as it would have been in the steroid era.
Yeah, I mean, you're missing some of the best players in baseball when baseball was broken up into Major League Baseball and then the Negro Leagues, as they were called back in the day. Black players, people of color, not integrated until I believe it was 1946 when Jackie Robinson was granted the right to play baseball, and it just changed the landscape. There was an infusion of just great athletes, and it raised the level of the competition. So, but yeah, I would say the game was lesser without the contributions of, and not just black athletes, Latin athletes from the Dominican, Venezuela. So there you go. I think they have to rectify that situation in the Hall of Fame. All right, other trending topics here. Okay, we've got a Supreme Court justice has announced that he's stepping down. One of the liberal justices, Justice Breyer, has announced he's 83 years old, and he's like, you know what? That's enough gaveling. You know what? I don't need to hold the gavel anymore. You know, the robes. I think he said, I'm going to trade the judge's robe for a bathrobe so I can sit around the house and have a staycation. No, I don't think he said that. But yeah, U.S. Supreme Court Justice Stephen Breyer to retire. That rhymes. Yeah, so yeah, I guess at this point there are only 3 what you would call liberal justices on the court. It's Stephen Breyer, Sonia Sotomayor, and Elena Kagan. And then we've got a slew of conservative justices, and it's changing some, and determining the fate of some major issues in the country. Among others, Roe v. Wade and woman's right to choose. It says right here on Twitter, U.S. Supreme Court Justice Stephen Breyer to retire. After 27 years on the court, Justice Breyer plans to retire at the end of the court term. According to multiple reports, his retirement could provide an opportunity for President Biden to nominate a new Supreme Court Justice. Breyer is one of 3 liberal justices currently serving, the oldest member of the court at age 83, according to NBC. There you go. And yeah, it's unfortunate that back when Obama nominated Merrick Garland, who is now our current Attorney General, Mitch McConnell, he really pulled some shenanigans and thwarted that and said, oh, it's the last year of his presidency in an election year, that it doesn't make sense for a president who is leaving to nominate, and you got to let which is nonsense, which is absolute nonsense. But, say what you will about Mitch McConnell, dude games the system, that's for sure. And so now, hopefully, Biden can get someone in there. Grass Puddle chimes in. They've been trying to convince Breyer to step aside since Biden took over. Absolutely. And yeah, so we shall see. We shall see. It's it seems like nowadays nothing is coming easy. Nothing is coming easy. And there's stuff offered up to the Senate which should, for all intents and purposes, be a no-brainer. And like voting rights, Build Back Better, climate initiatives, and it's really hell or high water to get things passed. So, yeah, we shall see. Rob Schaefer in the house. Good to hear from you, Rob. By the way, it is 1:35 in Omaha, Nebraska, the home of Rob Schaefer. 11:35 here on the West Coast, home office, Los Angeles, California. 2:35 East Coast, including New Jersey, home of Deborah Rudnick, my mommy. And other trending topics. Michael Rappaport. All right, Travis, I'm just going to warn you, be careful, because so this Michael Rappaport related story, there's a lot of F-bombs, because Michael Rappaport, he's like, MF, have you ever heard Michael Rappaport? You dumb MF. Like, yeah, it's like, so there might be a lot of, a minefield of expletives. But Michael Rappaport's trending because he posted a video of, he filmed a dude in New York City in a Rite Aid. Surprised it wasn't a Dwayne Reed, but in a Rite Aid in New York City, walking out with like 2 bags, and the guy, I guess, had been just like a kid in a candy store shoplifting, and then Michael Rappaport was standing right next to the security guard, and the security guard was just there like, bah, yeah, bah, and the guy strolled out with all sorts of just, a real, he pulled like a full-on supermarket sweep at the Rite Aid. And, you don't want to, like, I don't want to live in a police state, but also, I don't know, it seems like things have gotten a little too bold and brash on the part of shoplifters. But, I guess I'm old-fashioned. As I drool there, I guess I'm old-fashioned. I come from a day and age where I'm like, yeah, maybe don't steal, but who knows? Who knows this guy's story? Maybe he's got mouths to feed. But yeah, I'm more of a don't steal guy. But then again, sometimes I need to check my privilege. Travis, did you have a thought you wanted to chime in with there?
Nope, just hit the wrong lever.
All right. So there's the images. If you play the video, warning, there's F-bombs and so on and so forth. Yeah, depressing news today, says Grass Puddle. There's the video. This guy walking, Michael Rappaport, narrating here. I'll give you an edited taste of, look at this guy. He's like doing his Christmas shopping, walking down the street. Come on, I'm Michael Rappaport. I was in Copland, and I'm on TV and movies, and I like sports. Oh, the New York Knickerbockers. But look at this guy. What the MF this, F that. Look at this. There you go. That's essentially that's Michael Rappaport and his commentary of the shoplifter. Okay, so a rep for Rite Aid spoke out about this. Let me read this statement from Rite Aid. This just in. A statement from Rite Aid. A rep for Rite Aid tells TMZ, the reputable TMZ, the safety of our customers and employees is our top priority, and we are grateful that no one was harmed in this situation. We are in the process of conducting a full investigation and will work with local law enforcement to identify and pursue this offender. Like all retailers, we've seen a much higher level of brazen shoplifting and organized retail crime over the last year, and we are taking an active role in helping law enforcement pursue these offenders, as well as working with other retailers and local leaders to push for stronger legislation to deter these types of crimes. Travis, come on in for a sec. So I know that there has been a big influx or an increase in this type of stuff in the Bay Area, and I know you're not unfamiliar with the Bay. Did you have any thoughts, observations in regards to that? Feel free to, if it's not something you're...
I mean, I'm not there, but from what I am hearing and from people that I still know that live there, and the reports are, not to kind of push the burden onto something else, but it's a symptom of an issue of just mass and growing and desperate income inequality. Every time I go back to the Bay Area, it's markedly worse than when I came back before, especially in a city like San Francisco, where you just feel this more kind of B+, C- sci-fi movie Elysium separation between the people that can afford to live in the area and the people that cannot but still do live in the area. And also, we're in a society now where a retail establishment like Rite Aid, Target, all these companies, they would much rather let shrink is built into their company's budget, and they have more room for that than they do lawsuits against people who would potentially be physically messed with. Like a shoplifter who is tackled by a security guard could be much more expensive to them through a lawsuit than...
Yeah, you break someone's clavicle.
That's it. You're out millions of dollars versus...
That's going to hurt the bottom line than a couple of Revlon lipsticks.
Yep, which is why loss prevention officers, whether they be employees of the store or private security, are there as just, honestly, window dressing, and also somebody that has a more active role in looking out for criminal activity to then call the police. But they are actively dissuaded from interfering. Like you saw there, the guy who shoplifted all the stuff walks right past the security guard in the Rite Aid, and like that's the security guard doing his job. They're instructed to not touch.
That being said, should you and I go on a little spree?
I said I was out of the game.
But they keep pulling me back in.
Keep pulling me back in?
No, but you make some good points about the haves and the have-nots, gentrification, income inequality, age-old stuff that we keep kicking the can down the road in this country. So, yeah.
I've known people that, have jobs that they work at. They live in a society, quote unquote, and shoplifting is almost built into their budget.
Wow.
Yeah. Not to say, it's to absolve anybody. Like that guy seems like he grabbed a lot of like non-essential and superfluous stuff, and that's obviously a lot of it too. But it's all these things are functions of a very, very hard to manage system.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. There you have it. It's been happening. It seems like the pandemic has... Well, one thing with the pandemic, I mean, I am absolutely pro-masking. I am a guy that says do what little you can to keep your fellow neighbor safe. But then again, masking up, not the worst thing for the criminals, right?
No. And also something that I don't know, I would love to see the statistics, but since the advent of people either not using bags or bringing their own bags to stores.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
There was a time where, in the 90s or even the early 2000s, you see people walk out of a grocery store with an arm full of stuff. You might go, hey, did you pay for that? Versus now it's like, hey, thanks for saving the environment.
Yeah. Oh, you brought your own bag? Great. Wait, you didn't pay? Yeah. So, a lot of issues. You know what? Thoughts and prayers to Rite Aid, everybody. Thoughts and prayers to Rite Aid. Hey, listen, I got my booster at Rite Aid. There you have it. There you have it. And people are calling Michael Rappaport now a bootlicker for Michael Rappaport, why are you... Yeah, it is kind of shocking, though, to see this kind of stuff go down.
Yeah, it's a weird kind of moral compass soup between a large corporation who has this built into their budget literally versus the nature of seeing a crime technically like actively happening, and it feels like nobody's doing anything, and it's... Yeah.
There you go. Moving on, Travis and I, every day it seems like on Twitter, there's another hashtag for someone somewhere has declared a day, that something has become a day. Like, National Penguin Day, National Pen Day, National Ink Day, National Pet a Puppy Day, National Adopt a Feral Animal Day, National Grandparents Day, National Grandkids Day, National Grand Prix Day, National Toyota Corolla Day. Today, it's we're celebrating books, bibliophiles, La Bibliothèque. It's Library Shelfie Day. That's right. What does it say there from the Library of Congress? Happy Library Shelfie. I see what you did there. It's a shelf selfie. It's a shelfie. Happy hashtag Library Shelfie Day. There are many, many shelves to love at the Library of Congress, from the law library stacks that Libin of Congress. Carla Hayden is posing. Oh, the Librarian of Congress. There you go. Carla Hayden is posing with. Thank you. And I can't see. Library of Congress. Thank you. And is posing between to the shelves at the House Precious First Edition that house precious first editions in our rare book and special collection division. Library Shelfie Day. And then people are they're spreading their pictures. They're taking pics of books at libraries. I used to go to the library a lot more often. I used to live a few blocks from a library. I'd walk over there to get a little quietude while I got a little work done sometimes. I did that a couple of times. I enjoyed that. The Royal Collection Trust. I would think this is overseas somewhere. Today is Library Shelfie Day. Here's the Royal Library from the late 1890s. It holds over 220,000 books, manuscripts, coins, and medals. It occupies 3 rooms in Windsor Castle. Very nice. Very good. It is 7:48 p.m. at Windsor Castle. Library Shelfie Day, the British Library lunch. Oh, that's a good-looking library. You know what? I'm feeling. These are beautiful buildings and halls and shelves. Very lovely, and it also at the same time reminds me that I need to read more. So that's a me thing. That's not a you thing, everybody. So Library Shelfie Day is tomorrow. Do I dare ask these people for shelfies again? And and then someone spelled out. So this is from 2021, the Albany Library. Someone spelled out help with books. Like they stack the books, so they spell help right there. Very good, very good. Getting a little creative, a little too silly, a little jocular with your library. So, the National Library of Australia, our robot Isaac is a common sight in the stacks this Library Shelfie Day. Besides book delivery, he enjoys machine learning, the works of Isaac Asimov, and hosting cobloaf parties. I don't know what that is. What's a cobloaf? Anyone in Australia, if you can chime in with any information there. By the way, Toby in Alaska joining us. Toby, thanks for being here. Kaylee in the house. Paula in Kentucky, thanks for being here. Kobe chiming in. Joe Biden is a very good president. You know what? So far so good. So far, so far. What am I saying? So far so good. Joe Biden. He's had a tough go of it. He's had a rough first year, but you know what? I still. I root for the guy. I'm rooting for the guy, and I think his heart is in the right place. Dr. Crutchfield had a couple of thoughts on baseball, by the way, that we're talking about that I just want to circle back to. What about Pete Rose, not in the Hall of Fame? Many Negro Leagues players from back in the 20s, 30s, 40s are being reviewed and getting into the Hall of Fame now, which is a great thing. Oh, and then we spoke about the Veterans Committee earlier. Dr. Crutchfield mentioned Tony Oliva, a Minnesota Twin, who's in the Hall of Fame. Back to that. I just wanted to say something about that robot at the Australian Library, Isaac. I just hope that robot does not go. I hope that robot does not go full Skynet and start shooting the books at people. Go full Terminator. Because we thought Skynet was there to help. We thought the robots in the Will Smith movie I, Robot were there to help. They turned on us. So I got my eyes on you, Isaac. Isaac the Bookbot. Bookbot. I'm watching you. I will unplug you. Cobloaf, coming from Rob Schaefer. is a large hollowed-out bread filled with melted cheese. It's like Australian fondue party. Wow. Rob Schaefer, you just broadsided me with an image that has sent me from zero to hungry. I just want bread and cheese. Rob Schaefer, by the way, if anyone in our listening audience finds themselves in times of trouble, maybe Mother Mary will call to you, but there's a call that you need to make on your own behalf to acquire solid legal counsel to help you maneuver out of whatever jam you're in. Especially if you're in the greater Omaha area, you could do no better than enlisting the services, the legal services of Rob Schaefer, attorney at law. Rob Schaefer, the official attorney of the Your Pal Hal show, and I don't want no spoilers. Rob, future Supreme Court justice. You know what? I could see that. I would get behind that. That he would have my vote if I did have a vote, because then he might be able to help pass Your Pal Hal Day, a national Your Pal Hal Backchannel Day. But we may have a future appearance by Rob Schaefer on the Your Pal Hal show. That would be quite a coup. Quite a coup. All right. Oh, there it is. There is cob loaf. Damn. Ooh, that's like a fondue in a bread bowl. Daddy likey, where you been all my life, cob loaf? Oh my Lord, that is some good. Oh man, that looks scrumdiddlyumptious. Yeah. Well, where do I sign up? Rob says probably not in the cards. You know what? Maybe the Nebraska Supreme Court. Who knows? Rob Schaefer, just keep doing the damn thing. You're getting the job done, my friend. I like it. One more trending topic that I wanted to touch on. Real quick, I'm just going to flip these two. Travis, if you don't mind. Today, it marks the 2-year anniversary of us having lost one of the great NBA players, a top 10 player, one of my favorite players in my lifetime, Kobe Bryant, R.I.P., the Black Mamba. Kobe, second anniversary of him and his lovely, talented daughter, Gigi, dying in a helicopter crash. Just terrible. I remember exactly where I was. Travis, I know you're a big basketball fan. If you wouldn't mind coming in for a sec.
Yeah.
Do you remember where you were when you heard that Kobe Bryant died, untimely death?
Yeah, I was, it was so weird. I was driving to the Bootleg Theater in Los Angeles. It was the day of I was working in the music school, and it was the season performance. And I remember hearing that there was a helicopter crash on the news on the way over there. And then I was at the Bootleg Theater loading up gear, and then my phone blipped with a notification, and out loud I went, "Oh no!" And all these parents were like, "Hmm?" And it was surreal. I've rarely have I found myself, for people I don't know, compelled to have an uncontrollable reaction like that. Yeah, it was. Yeah, what a bizarre day.
Yeah. I think he was 41 or so, just so young, and so much ahead of him. And I'm a big basketball fan. I'm a sneakerhead. I got I don't have any right here on the floor, uncharacteristically clean floor, but I own probably about 12 or more pairs of Kobe
wow.
sneakers, and And it's weird, like, when stuff like this happens, you always have people who try to profiteer or take advantage, or just out of respect, people realize, this man who we maybe didn't appreciate completely while he was with us is gone. So the price of all of Kobe's sneakers went way up in the secondary markets, the consignment shops and everything. So I'm glad I was listen. I was I loved Kobe. Kobe kind of revolutionized too, because Jordan, obviously that's the GOAT of sneakers still. LeBron has some big selling sneakers, but as far as low tops go, as far as like performance sneakers that are lighter and not like a bulky high top, Kobe's low top sneakers, and also for Flyknit basketball sneakers, Kobe like really changed the game. And the Nike Kobe sneakers were just really some of the best basketball sneakers ever made. And nowadays, like, so many people wearing Kobe's, and the colorways on the just gorgeous. I see so many that I want, and that I'm like, but I don't want to spend $500 on a pair of sneakers. I'm glad I have a few.
It would be remiss not to mention, his daughter was shaping up to be just the little girl version of him, and who knows Gigi. what Gigi could have done for the sport of women's basketball. And as somebody who is like, I've been here a minute, but at that point I've been here 3 years just about. And you can experience a national tragedy anywhere, but to be in LA when that happened was the next 2 weeks. I mean, you've been here for a long time and have been a basketball fan for the entire time you've been here, obviously.
I was here I've lived in LA for all 5 Lakers championships that Kobe won, and I remember just that first one. That was kind of special, and then that three-peat. He and Shaq should have won more together, but but still, like, man, 5 rings, Hall of Famer, one of the greats. And then drive around LA and countless Kobe Bryant murals all over Los Angeles.
Glad you mentioned there is a website called KobeMural.com. It's just a collection. They have a map. There are currently 626 active murals on this site.
Yeah, and not just Kobe, but Kobe and as Travis and I mentioned, his daughter Gigi. Both of them together. Some Kobe solo, and then some even of Gigi solo. But he wasn't a perfect guy, but it seemed like he really strived to just be a good person and be a good father and husband as he grew up, and we grew up with him. And when I say grow up, like, he literally came to the Lakers out of high school.
Yeah.
And the guy, he was built different. Like, the Mamba mentality, that's a thing. There's Kobe and Nipsey Hussle, and Oscar winner for his short. But his killer instinct on the court, like, I always remember when Kobe was beefing with Dwight Howard, and like, I was like, Kobe's in the right here, like, because he wins rings. That's what he's trying to do. Dwight Howard, it took a while, and I think Dwight Howard will tell you that he was a little bit immature and not heeding the advice of Kobe during his short stint with the Lakers. So anyway, 2-year anniversary of Kobe's death. I remember one Christmas when LeBron first came to the Heat. I went and saw. I went to that game at the Staples on Christmas Day, the first time the Heat came to Staples, and that was an amazing experience, seeing LeBron and Kobe on the court at the same time. So, in his final game, remember that? He scored 61 points. Yeah, just,
and there's the whole day, every game, there was people would take the 24-second violation and then the 8-second violation. Like back and forth. Just remarkable to see, this younger generation, the Devin Bookers, the Trae Youngs, all these people that grew up, that were kids when Kobe was at that peak and in that second peak. Just, it's crazy to see the impact so immediate.
R.I.P. Kobe Bryant. Danny joined the stream from the great state of New Jersey. My home state? Danny, what exit? Where are you at? I'm from North Jersey myself, so originally out here in Los Angeles now, where it is 12:02 p.m. in Los Angeles. It is 3:02 in New Jersey, taking you up till 4 o'clock in New Jersey, taking you up till 1 o'clock here in Los Angeles, and it is 2:03 in Omaha, Nebraska, taking you up till 4 o'clock. Taking up to 3 o'clock in Nebraska, and it is 8:03 in jolly old London town, taking up till 9 o'clock in England. One more trending topic. I just want to take a quick look at this Twitter thread here. So, Business Insider talking about, are we overworked? Is that we've been several times over the show, we revisit the idea of the Great Resignation, people taking back control from their employers, and Business Insider had a thread that talked about hustle culture, like always be grinding. Should we always be grinding? Is there too much grinding? Are we grinding too much? Are we hustling too much? I mean, for some, that'd be like sacrilege. You can never hustle too much because they will out-hustle you. I get it. Listen, gotta hustle. If you want to be a firm believer in, you got to put the work in if you want to be a success. You got to bust your butt. But do you also need to know when to say when? Work-life balance. So let's take a look at that thread from Business Insider talking about hustle culture. Americans have become addicted to work, with some even glamorizing their lack of free time. Mental health professionals bemoaned the rise of what became known as hustle culture. Here's how it happened. How hustle culture got America addicted to work. Back in the 1800s, people didn't work because they enjoyed it or because it helped them achieve their unique potential or because it gave meaning and purpose to their lives. They worked because they had to. 1870, the average American toiled about 3,100 hours a year. By 1980, average American work year had plunged to 1,800 hours, okay? Jump forward to the end of the 20th century, and thanks to widespread economic growth and massive gains in productivity spurred by everything from assembly lines to computers, people were working less and earning more. There's a skeleton at a desk. But then something strange happened. In Europe, the average work week continued to get shorter. In America, the long, steady march toward a more leisurely future came to an abrupt halt. Annual work hours by country. So, this is, Travis, is it just me or is this graph kind of hard to read?
It's a little weird. So what we're looking at here is anything that is in the red, the farthest reaches of the red spectrum here is about 2,000 work hours. And everything in the farthest reaches of the green is about 1,300 work hours. So the United States from 1980 going across to 2019 has ebbs and flows, but all pretty much stay within that 2,000 work hours and maybe within a few hundred of that, from maybe 1,600 to 2,000 work hours, with peaks in the year 2000. and then slowly grading upward a little bit toward the end of 2019. Yep. By contrast, France and Germany have had a extremely steady decline from that 2,000 work hour mark-ish down into the green and the white. Germany being
hey, Travis, should we call it a day? Should we call it a day?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm ready to go. And everything I said I was going to do, I'm calling
Clock
it off.
out.
This is it. I'm good to go. I'm canceling my appointments. That guy,
yeah, you know what?
He can get proposed on his own.
You know what? I got to ask myself, WWRSD.
Which stands for?
What would Ryan Seacrest do? He'd keep working.
That's the funny thing, because this is we spoke about at the top of the show. There is this idea of hustle culture that I think personally is like a really valuable tool when you need it. But I've known people particularly people that work in the tech industry, being from San Francisco, having some friends that ended up in that industry, where their lives are insane. All they do is work, and then in their wee hours they go party and do lots of social drugs, and then
Yeah, it's crazy, and especially like in this town here in Los Angeles. Like I have friends who have been, personal assistants, and damn, they expect you to do so. Especially if personal assistant to someone in the entertainment industry, like. So many of the cliches are true.
Yeah.
My wife, I'm a big wife guy. She started out years ago in the mail room at William Morris, and then she also worked for some other big time Hollywood people when she was coming up in the industry, and she has these stories about just not getting any rest and being asked to do 1,000,001 things, and not just when you're on the clock, but when you go home, then you have to read a script and do coverage on that script, taking notes on it. So craziness. Let's go back to this and up this little report here on hustle culture. Yeah, there's the skeleton at the desk. Work became the central means by which you undertook to live your best life, follow your passion, change the world. Working long hours was suddenly the ultimate status symbol. Oh my goodness, until you become a skeleton at a desk.
My roommate has a good term for this called a work martyr. She speaks about a roommate she used to have that worked for a video game company who, before they got the job, was just sort of a fun, chill guy. And then as they got deeper into the culture and as their schedule became more complex and demanding, all they would do when they got home was talk about how much work they did, either lamenting or celebrating, and their entire life was suddenly built around this core principle of the more I am working, the more important I am.
Wow.
Yeah.
Take your days off, people. Use your sick days. And I remember just, feeling, I've had that feeling before. I used to be in the corporate world. I did HR and training for a large company. And the guilt around using your sick days or taking a personal day. Mental health is important, folks. That's your Pal Hal hot take. So that's interesting, not surprising to see that, and it's a double-edged sword, because if you want to get ahead, you got to grind. If you want to get ahead in your chosen field, your profession, but at the same time, taking a breath. You know what? Let's all take the day off and go to a matinee. Can't do it.
Meanwhile, you got my favorite guy in the world, I said extremely sarcastically.
Yeah. Elon Musk. In 2018, Wall Street Journal reported that Tesla's huge popularity among young engineers, despite making its staff work up to 100 hours a week. Musk boasted, "There are way easier places to work, but nobody ever changed the world on 40 hours a week." There you go. They run on adrenaline, stock options, and a shared passion with the company's leader to change the world. So yeah, it's a two-way street here. That's That's why stress is a killer. That's why we talk about work-life balance so often. And man, and there's so much to fit in because like you want to have time for work, your passions, your family, working out, being healthy, hobbies. Yeah. So there you go. Mental health, though, use your sick days, use your personal days. Check in with yourself. Minimum number of paid leave days by country. Yeah. The U.S. We are. Listen, for all of the perks of being in one of the wealthiest countries in the world, there's some downsides too. So there you go. Take care of yourselves. Yep. So that's a little peek at the Great Resignation right there. Let's go right into our Twitter deep dive of the day. The Twitter deep dive of the day. So talking a little bit. Grass Puddle makes a great comment, by the way. So true. Some people's only hobbies are complaining or talking about work. Right? Dish. And then also it's when they complain and talk about it, it's just the same complaints day after day, or just same complaints with like some different principal characters in there. Oh, listen to what this person did. Listen to what that person did. And yeah, we got to vent. Like, I'm not going to begrudge anyone they're venting. Like, you got to get stuff off your chest. But, yeah. Let's all live life to the fullest. Suck the marrow out of life. There you go. And maybe one of the ways, Rob Schaefer says, I don't get paid sick days or paid holidays. If I take a day off, I don't get paid. There you go. So, like, Rob Schaefer, a little dose of reality right there. And I appreciate that, Rob. And so we mentioned it earlier. We talked about, at the top of the show, Travis and I were talking about, living a busy life. What do you do when your schedule is just like jam-packed? And there are people who don't have this luxury. There are people, like, I'm fortunate that, I have a roof over my head and, people that love me and food to eat every day. Whether it's, a delicious meal or just some Mariani almonds, the official almonds of the Your Pal Hal show. But there are people out there who have to bust their butt and live paycheck to paycheck trying to put food on the tables for their families, and they don't have that luxury. So if you do have that luxury, just another blessing to count. Thanks for chiming in there, Rob. So maybe you want to live life to the fullest by going on a Carnival cruise? Not me. I may never go on a cruise. I went on a short cruise once. I've been on a big boat. But in this age of the pandemic, I'm not rushing to get on. Is it politically incorrect to call them a floating petri dish? Is that too harsh? Anyway, we're doing a Twitter deep dive into the Twitter account belonging to Carnival Cruises. Let's see. They're trying to sell the brand. They're trying to get people back out on the water, back out on the sea. And there you go. We've been looking at some corporate Twitters lately, and them trying to coin terms, etc. Carnival Cruise Line is telling you, the patron, the potential patron, that it's time to get thunderstruck. which had an electric guitar lick after Thunderstruck. Welcome to the official Twitter for Carnival Cruise Line. Hashtag choose fun. Hashtag Carnival Cruise. Consult CDC's website for latest CDC cruise travel advice. Yeah, see, don't have to. Because people started going and then we all got Omicroned. All right? So I am, maybe I'm not going to say never. But right now, it's going to be a minute before I get on the love boat. All right? Carnival boasting 282,000 followers. Not bad. Grass puddle. CDC advice. Just don't. Also acceptable would have been CDC advice. Don't even. Thank you, Grass Puddle. All right, let's Rob Schaefer. Yep. There you go. Let's see what they be tweeting. Let's see what they're tweeting out on the high seas. Pardon the spelling errors. I'm on some rough, choppy seas. All of a sudden, a pirate is captaining this ship. Okay. If you've got a craving, this man knows just which dish will take care of that. Find more delicious answer at Emerald's Bistro, $13.96 on Mardi Gras. Emerald is offering some delicious creations. What's a dessert? Bam. Emerald. Oh my goodness. Tell us in one word what Thunderstruck means to you. I don't know. The most surprising surprise for your taste buds? Some don't do seafood at sea. Change their mind. What's an impressive choice on a first date? Says Emerald. Flavor is key, but what's the best looking dish? There you go. Most listen. They're really trying to make Thunderstruck happen. A Carnival ship's secret ingredient, the red funnel. And here's a peek at Carnival celebration receiving her crown. And they're putting a big red topper on top of that Carnival cruise. All right. Great. The red funnel. I guess that's like the signature piece of your Carnival cruise ship. Very nice. Scrolling, please. Okay. Here's Carnival Cruise Lines really trying to talk to us. I don't know who needs to hear this. Use your vacation days. We suggest a cruise, but you do you. Well, I agree we were just talking about that. Use your vacation days. I don't want to be in the middle of the ocean during an outbreak. That's it. It's happened. It seems like it always happens. I was talking to one of my students. I teach writing and performance classes. I was talking to one of my students, and they were doing it remotely. Like the classes are remote, and the student was on vacation, and they said, "Oh yeah, from here we're going to go on a cruise." And I'm like, "This is like 2 months ago," and I'm like, "What the what now?" I don't know. I'm just I am wary. Maybe I'm just a little gun shy. Maybe I need to suck it up and like roll the dice. Maybe I need to, I'm boosted. So maybe I just need to put on my grab my Vax card, put on my mask, and hop aboard. Yeah, no, but I know my wife does not want to get on any boats right now. All right, let's see. Any other from Carnival Cruises? Carnival Cruise Line. Carnival Jubilee is open for sale. If you're looking for a ship full of fun and not viruses, that was my editorializing. Carnival Jubilee is getting ready for you. Plus, did you know it's all National Plan a Vacation Day today? What? On January 25th. We missed National Patient Day. So make plans for that PTO, paid time off, and sail from Galveston, departing Texas in 2023. There you go. Plan your 2023 vacation. Maybe it'll be safe enough in 2023. But yeah, I don't want that Omicron being the silent passenger that enters my cabin. All right, scrolling. It's all about those deep breaths. Thanks for the Kelly. RT to affirm more thunderstruck moments. Look at that. That lady's having a heck of a good time. You know what? She's been thunderstruck. Retweet to affirm. It's all right. For more information, check out Have Fun, Be Safe page. Operational update. All right, this is the bottom line, folks. We're advising guests and travel agents that will be sailing vaccinated voyages with the current protocols for the foreseeable future. Find more details on our Have Fun, Be Safe page on Carnival.com. Yeah, I can't do it. Is anyone here? Would anyone here hop on a boat? By the way, I want to welcome some first-time listeners to the party. We got Cade in Greece, Stacy in Texas. Oh, is that my friend Stacy? Diamond, welcome to the party. Wanda Wonder in Tennessee, thank you for being here. Oh, yeah, Tim, our friend in New Hampshire, he's breaking it down. Tim, thank you for paying attention. Tim, you understood the assignment. Carnival with Thunderstruck, M&M's with Fun Kind. Enough of the fun. Tim is putting his finger right there on the pulse. He is nailing it. He has hit the bullseye here. You know, listen. I love fun. I am not a party pooper. Okay? But when you force the fun on me, it's like, why? What? No. Let the fun unfurl itself. Let the fun happen. It doesn't always have to be fun. You know what? M&M's with Fun Kind. Thank you for reminding us about that. Tim, New Hampshire. Like relax. Maybe just say M&M's. A slightly above average snack. How about that? Not sexy M&M's. Not as sexy as that minx of a green M&M. Don't get me started thinking about that green M&M and what she used to be dressed like. I digress. Let's welcome Debbie Butterfield to the party. Travis's mom in the house. Darn glad to have you here. Always love it when moms and Deborahs or moms named Deborah are present. Her name is my mom's name too. Debbie Butterfield, hello to you. Hope you're having a great day. Stacy said, if you're going to have real fun but without viruses, have fun right in your own home. Thank you, Stacy. Yes. Oh my goodness. You know what? There's so much you can do in your own home. You can have a snack. You can watch TV. You can look out the window. You can smile. Debbie Butterfield says, forcing fun is almost worse than my dad handing me the telephone, wanting me to talk to my great aunt, who I have no idea who she is. Debbie, as a kid, or even as like a teenager or just a young adult, having the phone foisted upon you by a relative. Say hello to your aunt. Say hello to my friend. Say hello to this person. Say no, thank you. No, hello. Hi. Oh, I'm good.
How are you? Are you doing well in school and all the such?
Yeah. Yep. Travis, do you want to say hi to your mom?
Hi, Mom.
Good job.
All right.
So, yeah, Carnival Cruise. Juan in North Carolina, welcome back. Stacy says you can go back to jail. That doesn't sound... that doesn't sound fun. Go back to jail. Thankfully, I've knock on wood, I managed to sidestep that for my life. Let's go back in and take just a little bit more of a look here. Popping in to see who's celebrating National Popcorn Day. How'd I miss that? I love popcorn. Travis, one of my favorite snacks, Skinny Pop. I love Skinny Pop. And those commercials that they've had recently speak to me. Make it a full bag kind of night. If there's one thing I love snacking. I want to know about your snacks. I want to know about anything you like to snack on. But one thing I love, guilt-free snacking. Yeah. Because I don't want to. And listen, I'm not going to push my eating politics on you. But I love being able to just house a grip of food, just crush, just satiate my hunger, but then not feel guilty afterwards. And I feel Skinny Pop does that for me. Listen, I love a cheeseburger and fries. I will destroy pizza. I will eviscerate pasta, tomato sauce, garlic bread. But I love some guilt-free snacking. Okay? That's all I'm saying. There you go. So, how'd I miss National Popcorn Day? So, that is, I feel like we've seen enough of Carnival Cruises. And you know what? As much as I claimed to never want to go on a cruise because I am scared, because I'm living in, some of these freedom fighters out there say, don't let those people talking about the coronavirus make you live in fear. You know what? I'm good. I'm going to, you know what? I don't mind. I'm okay with it. I'm not getting on a cruise. But I will say, Carnival Cruise Lines, if you are watching this and you would love and you are interested in enlisting the services of your Pal Hal as an advertiser for your line of luxury cruises, I would gladly sing the praises and lie. I would gladly lie and say, I am here to cruise. I would sing your praises. And then, not only that, I will tear down your competition with my words. Landlocked vacations, Viking cruises, any other cruise ships, I will torpedo Viking cruises with my sharp barbs. Oh, Viking cruise ship? Yeah, all a Viking cruise is going to do is pillage your wallet. Viking cruises? Oh, the dirtiest boats on the high seas. If you would enlist the services of your Pal Hal Carnival Cruise. That is Your Pal Hal begs for a sponsor. Carnival Cruise, please come aboard. The water's fine. That does not quite make sense. Debbie Butterfield, popcorn-flavored jelly beans are the best, even better than real yeah, that's a good flavor. I like the Jelly Belly popcorn flavor. Those might be my favorite jelly because they're so they got it right. They got it right. It is 12:31 here on the West Coast. It is 3:31 on the East Coast, 2:31 in Omaha, Nebraska. We're going up to the top of the hour, 8:31 in jolly old London town. And now, one of my favorite segments, it's back. This is a little segment that we call Wrong Answers Only. Wrong Answers Only. Folks, we ask a dumb question, and then we say, wait, give us a dumb answer to our dumb question. And this is Wrong Answers Only. So, today's Wrong Answers Only question. You are 85 years old. You're talking to your grandchild. What's one piece of advice you give your grandkids? Wrong answers only. Wrong answers only. Oh, your friend of mine, Rob Schaefer, chimed in. Let's see what Rob says. Marry a girl with small hands. Things look bigger. Oh, Rob, you dirty dog. You dirty dog. Great advice, though, Rob. Great advice. I will not elaborate on that further. Great advice. Hi, Rob. You dog. James Eller says, I know things seem tough, but the government knows what they're doing. Just trust President Bieber. Oh, boy. And again, you're 85 years old. What advice do you give your grandkids? Wrong answers only. Mr. Tibbs, my pal Yager Lemieux says, always play with knives. Very nice. Very nice. Also, don't avoid the traffic. Either playing in it or just driving in it. We love traffic. That's definitely a wrong answer. Living in Los Angeles, one of the traffic capitals of the United States. Introduce your main family to your second family before they awkwardly meet at your funeral. That's good. That's good. That's from our friend Dan Kurtz. Damn it, Dan on Twitter. By the way, if you want to join the conversation on Twitter, follow me at Hal Rudnick, Hal Rudnick, HALRUDNICK on Twitter. Please give a follow, and we'll give you a shout out. Again, this is our segment, Wrong Answers Only. The question: you're 85 years old. What advice do you give to your grandkids? Wrong answers only, please. When you take your convertible to the car wash, don't bother putting the top up. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Here's a one I missed before that. A little bit poor taste, but it is wrong answers only. Son, don't let anyone tell you different. Cosby was framed. Oh, boy. There you go. There you go. Bill Cosby, hope you're welcome back to jail soon. This is great. Son, grandkids, gather around. Remember, lick everything you can. That's how you let people know it's yours. Yeah, marking your territory by licking it, that won't make you sick or anything, especially banisters, handrails, doorknobs. Oh, boy. Maybe this next one might be a dark harbinger of our future. Invest in Trump coins. Trump coins. Are they talking about like a new, like, either that could either be one of two things, like a new version of Bitcoin called Trump coin, new cryptocurrency, or is it like one of those commemorative coins you see advertised on TV? It's like with Trump's name carved in it, and a likeness of him. Hannah Michael says, refuse help at every turn, because that's what I do, and I turned out not fine. There you go. Just watch the Matrix Revolutions. Ignore all of the others. Oh, that's bad movie advice, John Wright. I see what you did there. That's a wrong answer only. That's a wrong answer only. What are you going to tell your grandkids when you're 85 years old? Wrong answers only. Stockpile as many monkey JPEGs as you possibly can. Oh, boy. Oh, Travis. You want to come on in for just a moment? I was watching Jimmy Fallon, or this clip. This clip was posted of Travis Hilton on Jimmy Fallon. Did you see this clip?
I heard about it, but I didn't catch the context.
So they were each showing off their NFTs. They each got an NFT of the ape. I don't know if you've seen the ape NFTs going around.
Yeah.
And they each bought one, and the audience is applauding as they're showing off these pictures of their NFTs, and it's just like, I don't like being forced to accept that this is a thing. I don't know. It just seemed like good for you, but they were all, I don't know. It seemed like it was like we were in such like a forced reality. It's like, I'm just trying to, Paris Hilton and Jimmy Fallon showing off their NFTs is the longest 77 seconds ever. And they were just talking about how, like, their NFTs, like, this one spoke to me, or this one reminded me of me. And, like, it's this celebrity status thing that I feel like I just don't need to be a part of. Like, a bunch of people got together and said, okay, this is a thing, and doggone it, I don't need it, I don't want it. Yeah. I don't find it awesome. Godspeed if anyone can kill NFT culture. It's Jimmy Fallon and Paris Hilton. This clip was scientifically engineered to make me want to lie down in traffic. I genuinely worried I was having a stroke for the first 15 seconds. We could have just brought back Neopets. Paris Hilton on Jimmy Fallon show hurts me more than Ethereum dropping 50%, NFTs, NFT community. Yeah, those responses are gold. That's great.
Wow, that is if that's not a condemnation, a cultural condemnation, I'm not sure what is. Yeah.
So it really just made my skin crawl. It was like it seemed like so tone deaf, and it was just like, oh, privileged people talking about this privileged thing, and the audience is on cue applauding this thing.
Yeah, this is a particular thing just in culture that I think maybe it's leaving me behind. I don't know. I just can't. It's like, what are we doing? What I don't get it.
I mean, yeah. Well, then you need to be busy. Forget about retirement. You need to be preparing for the metaverse, my friend. What's going to be hanging in your metaverse home?
Did you see that? The sort of metaverse commercial that was pitched. Oh goodness, what was the take? There's a commercial that Facebook put out for the metaverse.
Yeah.
That sort of pitches what that life is like, and it's another 45 seconds of absolute horror.
Oh boy.
Yeah, there was. I recommend if anybody wants to just feel a lot of unease about the future. Where is that here? There it is. It's the Facebook's first ad for Horizon, which is sort of the second life of their metaverse, tried so hard to make it seem like The Good Place from NBC's The Good Place that it is indisputable proof that it's the bad place. And it's just the most like peppy, Amy Poehler-esque VO with all these little quippy things.
Yeah.
And just seems like something that would be pitched at the beginning of a Pixar movie about like an evil tech thing before it turns and you find the nefarious intentions. It's really obtuse.
Yeah, I mean, oh my goodness. Just a huge distraction.
Yeah.
I mean, but here's the thing: we love to kill time. We love to like waste time in fun new ways. So instead of it's an immersive video game, essentially. It Sims to the next level.
And nobody has legs.
Yeah. Grass Puddle says the Onion articles have become reality. Yep. Welcome, Aria in Georgia. Thank you for joining us. Stacy had a couple of suggestions on our wrong answers only. Grandparent giving their, what are you going to say to your grandkids? Wrong answers only. Always play with guns. You should try a Boost protein shake. It's super yummy. Haven't had the pleasure of trying Boost. Debbie Butterfield, Travis's mom, with one of our, I think, chiming in with a wrong answer. Unless she's giving Travis some news here. As a grandparent to the grandkids, did you know that you were adopted?
I like that because that still puts the burden of consequence on the intermediate generation. Then they got to go talk to their parents.
Yeah, got to go talk to their parents on that one. Let's see just a couple more of our wrong answers only here. Thank you everybody on Twitter giving us these some funnies. Romit Patel, I should have invested in crypto and NFTs. Very relevant to what we're talking about. My friend Gustavo Turner, don't sweat the small stuff. Sorry, who are you? Very nice. There you go. Some wrong answers only. Oh, more NFTs. Oh, what did Mark Andreyko, my pal Mark Andreyko, say? Smoke menthols. Yeah, definitely wrong answers only. My dad used to smoke menthols. Don't do it, folks. Don't smoke. Unless it's your herbal medicine. Then, smoke it up. You're with your pal Hal. 1244 right here on the West Coast in the home office, Los Angeles, California. We're taking you up till 1 o'clock. If you want to chime in with anything, don't forget, talk to your smart device. Use the magic word "say" and put in anything after that, or chit-chat with us on YouTube. And you can also go to backchannel.tv to leave comments or leave a review of the show. And you could say more NFT talk, less NFT talk, the perfect amount of NFT talk. There you go. And stick around after my show coming up. The Drive with Mario Smith. And now, we are going to shift gears. And I enjoy film criticism. I've done a lot of film criticism myself. I've done a lot of movie talk on my old website Screen Junkies, among other places, on my podcast Binge Boys, co-hosted with Lon Harris, that you can find wherever you get your podcasts. Listen to Binge Boys. But today we went looking for some bad movie reviews. And Business Insider, who provided those thoughts about hustle culture, Business Insider, real MVP on the show today. Business Insider coming through with a compilation of bad movie reviews. These are movie reviews that were left on Amazon for various movies. And there it is. The 54 most hilariously bad Amazon movie reviews. And we're going to take a look at these and see if they live up to the hype here. Let's take a look at a few, and maybe we'll return to this list down the road. Right off the bat, 1-star review of the movie Monsters, Inc. 1 star. Too many monsters in Monsters, Inc. Too many monsters. There you go. Okay, here's a review of the Michael B. Jordan Rocky spinoff Creed. 1 star. I would recommend this movie for Rocky fans, but make sure, and then ... After watching Shrek before this movie, it was not even comparable. I would recommend this movie for Rocky fans, but make sure you watch this before you watch Shrek. What? Huh? Like, two separate things? What does one have to do with the other? You did not need to mention Shrek in your review of Creed? Thanks. Hunger Games 2012, Jennifer Lawrence, 1 star. Hunger isn't a game. 0 of 1 people found this review helpful. Yeah, take it a little seriously there. Although the Hunger Games, yeah, they were a game. A very deadly game, though. A deadly game. But they were a game, sort of. Taking that a little too seriously. 1 star for Sinister 2012. Could have been good, but during the entire thing, my eyes hurt. I was not tired, and the TV was the correct distance away from me, but my eyes continued to hurt. Hence this 1-star review. Edit. Turns out I had conjunctivitis. What? She didn't like the movie because she had a horrific pus-filled eye infection. That's not the movie's fault. That person owes Sinister an apology. Holly Gutierrez says she has a point, though, going back to the Hunger Games, I think. Yeah, like actual hunger, not a game. I will admit that. Here's another Hunger Games. The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. Would not recommend for someone wanting biblical information. What the what now? This is horrible. Not at all how it is depicted in the Bible. Okay, this just makes me upset for humanity. Is this a joke? Or, if this is serious. If this is serious, I fear for humanity. Yeah. Holly Gutierrez also chiming in. What the what now, indeed. Yeah, the Hunger Games is not it's not a Bible thing. It's its own series of books. Yeah. Okie dokie. Deadpool 2016, Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool. Not safe for 6-year-old. First off, it was R-rated, bruh. It was R-rated. Deadpool set the bar for R-rated superhero movies. Suicide Squad lowered the bar. I think Suicide Squad was R-rated. But it's like, huh? Anyway, bad parenting here. Took my 6 and 8-year-old to see this. They were crying and scared all night. Now they think Iron Man is going to stab them with a sword when they are sleeping. Good. I mean, not good, but kind of good. Bad parenting. Parenting fail. Dumb move. R-rated. Jaws. Okay. Jaws is empirically, objectively, a great movie. Here's a 1-star review. I am 35 and witnessed 7 sharks destroyed by being blown up. The shark was blown up at the end of this film. It wasn't very realistic. Shut up. The movie came out in 1975. Goodfellas, one of my all-time favorite movies. Goodfellas, 1990. All right. 1 star. They all do very bad things. It should be called Bad Fellas. There is nothing good about the fellas in this movie. Yeah, spoiler. Grasspolo says, spoiler? Don't, what? Holly Gutierrez talking about our bad parent before. Best parent ever! Debbie Butterfield smiling. Hello, join the stream. Hello, good to see you. What? In California, what? Thank you for being here. Riddle Room in Texas. I love that name. Welcome to the party, Riddle Room. That sounds like a great place to get a cocktail, by the way. You want to go out drinking at the Riddle Room? I love the alliteration. Riddle Room, thank you for being here. And Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, which was a pretty good Star Wars movie. Wow, 1 star. Where is the VHS version? What? It's 2016. This review came out in 2016. 1 star. I'm not sure why the VHS version isn't available. Because VCRs aren't a thing anymore. Millennials don't even know what a VCR is. Gen Z thinks you're speaking in acronyms. This is a fun. This list is a combination of fun and just frustration over the human race. Grass Puddle chiming in, was Force Awakens Episode 7? Yes. 7, 8, and 9 were the last 3. Holly Gutierrez says, I'm surprised he didn't ask for Betamax, right? That's great. All right. It is 12:53. Those are bad Amazon movie reviews brought to us by Business Insider. That was a fun list. We might revisit it. We had so much fun today. And in the words of Boys to Men, we've come to the end of the road. One last segment. This is Rejected Segments. And this rejected segment, Travis and I, we talked about it, and then we decided not to do it. This rejected segment is Hal auctions off items on his desk like he's at a cattle auction. Hal auctions off items on his desk like he's at a cattle auction. So it would have been like, all right, I got a pencil, yellow pencil with an eraser, yellow runs through, not very sharp point, got an eraser intact. Do I hear a penny? Do I hear a 2 pennies? It would have been a lot of that. I got a Ziploc bag. It's an empty Ziploc bag. You can put anything in it. You can put some beans. You can put some nuts. You can put some socks in it. It is. Do I hear 5 cents? Do I hear 5 cents? Do I hear a nickel? Do I hear 6 cents? Do I hear 6 cents? Over and over and over and over. I got a mostly eaten bag of Mariani almonds. These are the official almonds of your Pal Hal show. They got official almonds of your Pal Hal show. They're about 15 almonds. Yeah.
One. One. I can't understand it. 2. We can't sell things live on air. I think we have to have a license for that. That's one of the.
True.
Yeah. This could get us in massive
trouble.
Then
I was kind of just doing the segment again, too.
Yeah. Now, luckily, we didn't have the auction floor open for real, but like this, I don't need the IRS breathing down my neck again.
Wow. You're right, Travis. Tim says, by the way, the folks on the folks today will never know the joy of having to rewind a tape. I hope everyone out here takes time to be kind and rewind. Travis, thank you for making me quit while I was behind. Holly Gutierrez says, pay me $1 to take some of this stuff. Thank you, Holly. And I appreciate you being here. I appreciate everybody who joined in the show, everybody who joined in on Twitter. Don't forget to join our conversation. Follow me at Hal Rudnick. We're going to be back here tomorrow at 11 a.m. West Coast time, 2 p.m. East Coast time, and 1 p.m. Omaha, Nebraska time. Grass Puddle has a tape rewinder in the shape of a sports. I remember those. That's good stuff. Folks, thank you for spending time with us today. Thanks to everyone at Backchannel. Thank you, producer Travis, for holding it down. And I think we had a little too much fun. That's okay. We'll keep having fun tomorrow. Talk to everybody then. All right. Be safe out there.